Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the new Bossfight Studios Court of the Dead 1/18 scale action figure. This is Kier, Valkyrie of the Dead. These are adult collectibles and recommended for ages 12 and above. This is the packaging it comes in. I'm telling you, it's a pretty nice design for the packaging for these. You see the Court of the Dead at the top. Some blue splatter of something. The name at the bottom, the Bossfight Studio logo there on the bottom. Also, top of the box is really nice. You can actually feel the textures on the box. It's the bottom of the box. Side of the box. Here's the other side of the box. Very nice looking artwork of Kier. Back of the box. You can see very nice product images of the character or the action figure itself, and many different with the alternate head and close-up of the figure itself. And on the bottom is a cross cell there. Okay, I got a close-up of the kind of like the bio for her. So if you want to pause and read that, you can. It looks pretty clear through my video. So I'll hold it for a few seconds so you guys can pause it. Okay, we're going to be moving on. Okay, the packaging is kind of interesting. We have how she's packaged. So we have two kind of trays here, one over top of another. And also she has some kind of wings inside there. There's a top piece. Set that aside. And then we have the bottom tray. Oh, let's see. Kind of like that. And then we have this cover piece over top the figure. So that's pretty cool how that's packaging. Very well packaged for for protection. Okay, here she is outside the clamshell. Very cool. Let's take a look at that head sculpt. Here we have the mask version currently on the figure. Got this skull mask. Some pieces hanging down from the side there. Looks really, really cool. Then we have the horns, but one's broken. Nice textures. Very nice. See on the back, she has her 3 braids. Her ponytail. Or kind of a braided ponytail there on her head. It's pretty cool. And under there, on her robe, there's a lot of paint and sculpt there. It's kind of like a metal collar piece. It's not metal, but it's plastic, but it looks metal. Collar piece there for the back of her cape. You can see on the front here, it comes around the front to this point. It's really nice. Same kind of color pattern that matches her halter top here. A lot of sculpting, a lot of color. We have a band on this arm. And then her arms turn into this, like they're blood soaked from the elbows down. Then we have this piece here that hangs from her belt. It's done in white with some brown straps. It's kind of like a metal belt here. And her feet are kind of the same, like they're soaked in blood from like the knees down. Pretty nice. It's the back of her cape. It's like it's all ripped up and torn at the bottom. This is a vinyl piece. It's quite flexible. On the underneath back, we have a piece for her backside down in white with the brown straps hanging down. She doesn't have pretty much anything on here. It's just it's a buck, basically. I think they missed out on had like a pair of panties, I guess, if you want this for the better term. But it kind of hangs down very nice. And here's like kind of a side view. The back side figure. We're going to be taking that off here in a second. And all we have to do now is pop off this head. Which has a ball peg inside. Then we remove the cape. This kind of looks like on the inside. And we get a better look at that collar. And then we have her without her head, obviously. I'll take a look at the back here. Okay, this is interesting. Here we have the peg in the middle is for the cape. There's a peg here. And these two holes here are for her wings. It looks like, you know, they're busting out of her back. There's blood running down her back from the wings protruding through. So one of her accessories she comes with is an alternate head. I'll go ahead and grab that. It looks like this. This is basically the mass version on helmeted head, I guess, if you want to call it that. Painted pretty cool. So she has blood running from her mouth, or some kind of black viscous or something. So we can pop this head on, and that's how that looks. Hair kind of sticks out there a little bit, but maybe you can heat that up and push that down if you decide you want to use this head sculpt with her wings. Alright, well, since we have our cape off, let's take a look at the articulation. Side to side. Very nice. She can look down tremendously. And neck up. Up is really a lot too, so that's pretty cool. Back to stationary. Arms on a ball joint. 60 rotation. They're up beyond a T-pose. Joints feel good. Nicely toleranced. No heating for Bossfight Studios on this. Very nice, Bossfight Studios. More than 90 on the arms. That's real nice. 360 rotation here at the elbow also. On the wrist, let's see what we have here. Obviously we have 360. It looks like we have the, yeah, up and down like this on that one. And it looks to be the same on this one also. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see here. 360 rotation at the waist. There's really no side to side or an ab crunch. We have a, whoop, not too far. That's about it right there. And then we have the sitting. Pretty nice. That's split like that. Pretty cool. Very nice for the legs, thigh rotation. Here, the cuts. We have double jointed knees. Very cool. Pivot down for the feet. She is barefooted. Feet goes up. Side to side. And 360 around the ankle. If you want to do it, I'm not going to do it. I just heard a creak and it creeps me out when that happens. So, there's that band there on her arm. Looks pretty good. Like I said, her joints feel real good, nice and tolerant. Here's what the ball joints look like in her legs, so just be very careful with those. Nice. Alright. So we will see what else we have here in her tray, because we got to take a look at her wings. So they look pretty cool. Before we go back to her original helmet head and get her to stand. She has very small feet, so we might have to utilize a stand, especially with the wings on. Okay, she comes with alternate hands. Unique kind of pose. Blood stained. And she comes with this amazing sword. Black camel. Black handle, not camel. Boy. Look at this winged animal here. Very cool. Look at the sculpting in that. This is a 1/18 scale sword, and there's a skull on there. All kind of little features. I can't make out what most of that is. It's the back of the wings on the top there. The blade is like a silver with some black Weathering is very nice. Seems to be, it's not too hard, not too soft. Seems a pretty good choice of plastic for her weapon. That's pretty awesome. See how well she holds it. See, here we have different levels of thickness in her handle. So her hands are kind of softer, not too soft. There you go. Holds it pretty cool. Very nice, very evil. She'll look great with any of your Bossfight Studio Vitruvian Hacks figures, or even any of your Wendy Skull figures. Very nice, especially if you have an army of the dead. That's very nice. I wonder if you can get that with two hands. Oh yeah, there's gonna be no doubt about that. Two-handed wield. That's very nice. Very, very cool. Really impressed with this. Thought I was kind of missing a little bare bone figure, but it actually surprised me. It came with relatively a lot of accessories. Alright. Okay, we're going to utilize her stand here. Here is the stand, 2 pegs of blue design, round stand, black, bottom of it. We're going to have to probably put her on her stand because of her wings are going to be back heavy. And this looks to be a little bit of a challenge here. Yep, that's definitely going to be done off camera. I don't want to break her ankle. Alright, there it is. It's a little tight fit, but it works. Okay, here we have her right and left wings. Translucent blue. Very nice. Very well sculpted. A lot of texture. You can feel all those different plastic feathers. It's like there's some kind of like a, I don't know, a piece that goes through there. And we have, these are articulated also. You can push them in and out. So, let's see how well these go into this figure. Okay, that's a little tight. You might have to heat that maybe. Take a look at it. We'll be right back. Okay, here she is. I'd be very careful putting those wings in and out. I didn't use any heat. I got them in without it. But if you're going to do that a lot, change her back and forth with her cape versus the wings, you might want to be careful doing that too much. But it doesn't seem it wants to break. But you know, everything has a life on it, so be careful doing that. They look really good. She can fly around. Back of it. It's really nice. So the wings, I think I got them mostly in. I'm not going to leave them on for me. I'm going to put them back in the box for now. You can rotate 360 all the way around. Basically, you can bring them down like this. She fell off the stand. So she looks cool. She is back heavy with those on, so you're going to need the stand. That's how that looks, at least. And you can rotate, so you can rotate them 360 all the way around, and then you can bring them up and you go back like so. Very cool. Very back heavy though. Very back heavy. And then you can have them flap if you want. And see, I didn't push mine all the way in too far because I wanted to take them back out, but you guys get the idea what that looks like. Here's that joint, which looks fine to me. I did want to take them back out so we can take a look at the her other head again before we ended the video. So I pull that out and check in the joint. It looks pretty good. No damage, no cracks or anything. But definitely be careful. Okay, here we are back for the original out of the packaging, and we'll take a look at the articulation for the helmet sculpt, side to side. As you can look down, up, not as much as the other version, because this the cape kind of stops the back of the hair there, right in there. But pretty decent for having that cape on her back. Yeah, I think this is a really cool action figure. Very nice. Okay, so final thoughts. My cons is he's back heavy with those wings, and I'd watch these pieces here. So be very careful with those. I wouldn't be doing that a whole lot. I do recommend you heating him before even trying them for safety's sake. Retail price for these $27 to $28.99 on Bossfight Studios website, or some of your other favorite online retailers that sell Bossfight Studio products. The sword's amazing. Can't really think of anything else as a con, because it's a nice figure. Maybe, except some maybe undergarments here would have been nice, but because I think in the actual Court of the Dead figures, yeah, they had some kind of, she had some kind of undergarments on. I think they kind of missed that, in my opinion. The joints feel good. Don't feel like it's going to break. They're nicely tolerant. The materials feel great. It's good. Not too soft, not too hard plastic. A lot to look at, you know, in sculpting wise. Especially the helmet. Very cool. I wish we can get into soft goods for Bossfight Studio, at least for the cape, and definitely would give an enhancement on the articulation, in my opinion. I kind of wish they had a way to put the wings through the vinyl cape here, so you can have the cape on if you wanted to. But unfortunately, you can't do that. But I highly recommend this figure. Very nice, very cool. Good addition to your Army of the Dead if you have one or want to start one. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next review.